So you'll learn the art of selling in this video, which will basically allow you to sell anything to anyone at any price. So इस वीडियो में हम एक बहुत अच्छी analogy लेंगे that is going to be of a biryani, our favorite, a lot of our favorite dish. I don't know about you, but I definitely like it, but it does increase my weight, वो अलग बात है, ठीक है. तो एक वही प्लेट की बिरयानी होती है जो कहीं पे आपको 80 पे मिलेगी, 180 पे, कहीं पे 450 की और कहीं पे 1200 रुपए की, राइट. एंड ऐसा नहीं कि कोई एक ज्यादा बिकती है, कोई एक कम बिकती है. ऑल थ्री ऑफ देम generate the same amount of sales. I'm not talking about the volume. Yes, volume इधर उधर हो सकता है, ठीक है, लेकिन what I mean is the sales. Overall sales जो है वो तीनों ही बिरयानी की more or less बराबर ही रहती है, ठीक है. और the matter of fact is कि objectively अगर आप देखोगे तो टेस्ट के मामले में you might see a lot of food reviews and all of this, and खुद खा के भी देख सकते हो कि जो 1200 वाली बिरयानी होती है वो 400 वाली बिरयानी से ज़्यादा कुछ फर्क नहीं होता है. You say that, ठीक है, but still it sells for 3x the cost. Why is the reason, ठीक है. और ये वीडियो इसी बारे में है, हाउ डू यू फिगर आउट दैट वाई, और उस वाई को आप कैसे अपने उसमें प्रोडक्ट्स में यूज कर सकते हो, राइट. सो द सेम प्लेट ऑफ बिरयानी सेल्स फॉर 180, 450 and 1200 rupees every single day in this country. The rice is almost identical, only the table is different, and this essay is about the table. Okay, how do you change the table? Okay, so इस वीडियो में हम क्या क्या गो थ्रू करेंगे, I'll just explain that. So we'll have 6 chapters, ठीक है, एक thesis होगा इसका, and a handful of tests that आप run कर सकते हो on your store, and yeah, we'll also have action steps, right? So the biryani, the chai, and the label on the feeling. The rickshaw test, 3 questions your customer is actually asking. The shadi test, ठीक है, the honest close, and the final line, ठीक है. So yeah, I hope this is you're excited for this, ठीक है. So the biryani, the chai, and the label on the feeling. So, एक observation about Indian food stalls that happens to be the entire thesis of this video, smuggled inside a meal. Okay, I don't know why I'm mixing matching like this. Sorry for that. So, basically we'll go through one thesis, right? So, same rice, 3 prices. The same plate of biryani sells for 180, 450, and 1200 in this country every single day. Same basmati, same dum, same literally the same cook, moonlighting across 2 pitches in the same neighborhood, right? The rice did not change, only the table changed. That one observation is the whole essay. If you're selling something online or anything online, ठीक है, and you're stuck somewhere between 399 and 799 and wondering why the ceiling will not break, I want you to sit with that biryani for a second, because the story of the biryani is the story of your store, and you have probably never heard anyone say it out loud. The 180 biryani is served in a plastic tray at takeaway counter on the corner of the street. The customer eats it standing up. The 450 biryani arrives on a stainless steel plate at a mid-tier restaurant with Hyderabadi posters on the wall, and the waiter who calls you sir, ठीक है. The 1200 biryani gets plated on white porcelain at 5-star hotel where the room is quiet, the napkin is cloth, and the waiter knows the name of the chef who pressure cooked the raita. The rice, I'm telling you again, because it matters, is basically the same rice. The customer at the 5-star is not paying for better rice. The customer is paying for the version of themselves that sits at a white tablecloth on a Saturday night, and the waiter who calls that version sir. This is the thesis. यही वो thesis है जो मैं तभी से बोले जा रहा हूँ कि एक thesis. This is the thesis. जब भी आप प्राइस बढ़ाते हो कोई भी अपने प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस नहीं बढ़ रहा है, जो पर्सन का आइडेंटिटी है वो चेंज हो रहा है, राइट. तो यू हैव टू पिक्चर इट लाइक दिस कि जो करंट प्राइस है जो भी सेल करते हो आप लोग भी प्रोडक्ट पे, तो उस पे जो एक आइडेंटिटी बनती है कस्टमर की, दैट इज वेरी डिफरेंट, राइट. एंड द आइडेंटिटी दैट्स बीइंग क्रिएटेड एट अ हायर प्राइस पॉइंट इज कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट. सो यू आर सेलिंग डिफरेंट आइडेंटिटीज, एंड आपका जो प्राइस है बेसिकली दैट इज द जस्टिफाइंग पॉइंट फॉर द कस्टमर to get your expensive thing, right? So walk one lane over and watch it happen again. Walk outside any metro station in any Indian city and you will see 2 tea stalls within 30 feet of each other. One is a chai wala selling adrak kali chai for 10 rupees in a kullad. The other is a Starbucks or Blue Tokai or a CCD selling a cappuccino of 310 rupees. ठीक है, Starbucks is 450-500 लीटर फॉर दैट मैटर. सेम बीन्स, बेसिकली सेम कैफीन. इनफैक्ट वो जो स्ट्रीट वाली फिल्टर कॉफी होती है मेरे को ज्यादा अच्छी लगती है फॉर दैट मैटर समटाइम्स. सेम कैफीन, सेम आउट लिक्विड. द रियल डेल्टा in cost of course is maybe 12 rupees on general day, ठीक है, and yet one is 10 and the other is 300 and 10 and 300 and sorry, and both have queues and both are profitable, and nobody in the Starbucks line is downgrading the chai wala to save 300 rupees. Q, why? The chai wala is selling you chai, the Starbucks is selling you 20 minutes of being the version of yourself who sits in a very sophisticated hi-fi क्या बोलते हैं उसको, sophisticated hi-fi cafe who feels that okay I'm above everyone else, ठीक है. वो जो फीलिंग है कि हाँ यार मैंने कुछ किया है जिंदगी में, मैं महंगी कॉफी पी सकता हूँ, मेरे पास मैकबुक है ठीक है, तो वो जो वर्जन है वो उस वर्जन को बेच रहे हो तुम, ठीक है. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो बेसिकली वही. तो जो चाय है दैट इज बेसिकली जस्ट अ बहाना. वो जो बैठने का एनवायरमेंट है, वो जो एंटायर वो चीज है, दैट इज द प्रोडक्ट. सो यू आर नॉट सेलिंग द थिंग, यू आर सेलिंग द लेबल ऑन द फीलिंग. ठीक है. मोस्ट पीपल डूइंग ड्रॉप शिपिंग इन इंडिया आर चाय वालों ट्राइंग टू रेज द प्राइसेस. ठीक है. और इसीलिए आपके लिए कभी काम नहीं किया. बिकॉज द थिंग इज इफ यू गो आफ्टर इंक्रीजिंग प्राइस बाय बीइंग अ चाय वाला, अगर कोई भी चाय की तरी, विद नो डिसरिस्पेक्ट टू देम, दे आर वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग, लेकिन अगर वो लोग 500 की चाय बेचेंगे तो कोई नहीं खरीदेगा, 300 की बेचेंगे कोई भी नहीं खरीदेगा, 100 रुपए की बेचेंगे तभी कोई नहीं खरीदेगा. क्यों? Why? This is the reason. They change the numbers on the menu board and wonder why the queue walks away. Here is uncomfortable though. You cannot raise the price of chai. You can only build a table and charge for the chair. I hope that clicks. Okay? Chapter 2. The rickshaw test. A diagnostic you can run on your store in the next 5 minutes for free with nothing but a phone and a man who has seen more human beings in a week than your analytics dashboard will see in a year. Okay? Ask someone who has never heard of your store. Okay? अपना लैपटॉप बंद करो, stand up from a chair, actually do this, like try doing this if you want to. You should actually, but you might be somewhere, if you can't, no problem, but yeah, just try doing this once ever. ठीक है. Walk out of your building and find a rickshaw driver waiting for a passenger and show him. ये बैंगलोर में मत करना, नहीं तो यहाँ पे थोड़े लोग गुस्सा हो जाता है. ठीक है. If you're बॉम्बे दिल्ली तो कर सकते हो. ठीक है. बैंगलोर में थोड़े ऑटो वाले थोड़े गुस्सा हो जाते हैं दिल्ली. ठीक है. So I'm from Bangalore, तो yeah. Stand up from your chair, actually do this. Okay, fine. Find a rickshaw driver waiting for a passenger and show him your hero product on your phone. Before he can guess what it does, ask him this one question in Hindi या बैंगलोर में है तो कन्नड़ा में बोलना, नहीं तो फिर उसके बाद क्या होगा मुझे नहीं पता. ओके, सो या भैया आपके हिसाब से कौन खरीदता है और क्यों? ठीक है. ये तुम तभी भी कर सकते हो जब जब भी नेक्स्ट अपनी कोई भी कैब बुक करो या व्हाटएवर, तभी कर सकते हो. राइट. भैया ये आपके हिसाब से कौन खरीदता है और क्यों? एंड नाउ shut the fuck up, ठीक है, and listen to what that person has to say. ठीक है. And that is the diagnostic, that is the whole thing. उसका आंसर तुम्हें अच्छे से बता देगा कि कौन खरीदेगा. His answer tells you everything you need to know about whether a store is a commodity or a brand, and he did not need a PhD in marketing or a Shopify login or क्या बोलते हैं, rich dad poor dad or any of the whatever the fuck people read, right? I don't know what people read, but yeah. So case 1, the commodity answer. No, he looks at the phone for 2 seconds, shrugs and says something like, अरे ये तो किचन का सामान है, कोई भी खरीद लेगा, और ये तो ट्रिमर है, लड़के लोग खरीदते हैं. Notice what happened. He answered with the product category word, trimmer, kitchen saman, serum, bottle. That is the answer of a man who sees a thing, not a story. And if the rickshawala sees a thing, then your customer also sees a thing, because the rickshawala is your customer, or at least he's the psychological twin of your customer, and he's doing you the favor of being honest about it because you are not trying to sell him anything. If you got the commodity answer, I have bad news and slightly worse news. The bad news is that you are selling a thing and people do not pay premium prices for things. The slightly worse news is that 50,000 other sellers in India are selling the same thing at the same price to the same rickshawala on the same bloody platform, using the same words, using the same platform, using the same damn website copy and same fucking AI tools. And that's how you think you have got a lot of competition and you're not able to make it. And that's why you can never win the fight, because the fight is already rigged, man. ठीक है. सो या कहीं मैं थोड़ा पैशनेट हो जाता हूँ, बिकॉज आई एम रियल पैशनेट अबाउट दिस. ठीक है. तो या प्लीज डोंट माइंड इट. एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू कीप, मैं हिंदी में ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, बट आई कैन नॉट मेक द डॉक्यूमेंट इन हिंदी, अदरवाइज राइट. तो डॉक्यूमेंट इंग्लिश में ही रहेगा, इसलिए मैंने आई होप दैट्स ओके, राइट. सो व्हाटएवर. केस 2, द स्टोरी आंसर्स. He looks at the phone, pauses, and then says something about a specific kind of a person. ये वो लोग खरीदते हैं जो ऑफिस में बैठ के थक गए हैं, और ये तो जिन आंटी लोगों को अपनी स्किन से टेंशन है उनके लिए है, और ये तो जिनके बच्चे बोर्ड एग्जाम दे रहे हैं उनकी माँ खरीदती है. अब कुछ समझ आया? Where am I going with this? The second answer is absolutely fucking gold. That answer means somebody, somewhere in your marketing is accidentally sold a meaning instead of an object. The rickshawala did not pass your features, he passed your story, and he reflected back to you. In one sentence, exactly which kind of human being your story is quietly pointing at. Hold on to that sentence. Tape it above your fucking desk and write your next 3 ads as if you're speaking to exactly the person the rickshawala decided to describe, right? You will not believe how much your CAC drops and how much your conversion rate will improve when you stop speaking to everyone and start speaking to the one person your own rickshawala could name. ठीक है? तो basically क्या करना है, जो वो बोलता है उसे सुनो and just fucking shove it down your head. ठीक है? Because this is gold. Okay, this is gold. So why this works? The rickshawala is not overthinking your product. He's not running a marketing framework in his head. He's hearing your ad copy, your title, your picture, your price, all at the same time. The way your customer hears it in 2 seconds on a phone while tired, is the best contaminated pair of eyes you will ever have access to. use him. You can even tip him 10 rupees or whatever you want, right? And it'll be the cheapest customer service you will ever pay for in your life. ठीक है, ये I'll suggest कि तुम actually करो, ठीक है? And you can do this क्या बोलते हैं, next time you sit in a cab or whatever, ठीक है? So yeah, the embarrassing truth about most stores. The reason most Indian dropshippers fail the rickshaw test is not because their product is bad. It is because their product listing is a spec sheet. Name of item, size, color, material, 3 bullet points, a stock photo, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. There's no human being in that listing. There's no story. There is no one the rickshaw wala can point at. So of course he defaults to the next category word. There is nothing else for him to point at. The first homework of this video is to run the rickshaw test, as I said, on a hero product before Saturday. If you do not have a rickshaw wala, I mean आज Saturday खत्म हो गया because actually मैंने ये video मैं सोचा था कि Saturday morning में डालूंगा, but मैं आज दिन में थोड़ा busy हो गया था with my own things, तो मैं सुबह को नहीं डाल पाया, so I am recording this at night. तो अब ये Sunday को कर लेना, Sunday छुट्टी होता है, so I hope you guys do it. If you don't have a rickshaw wala nearby, ask the security guard, किसी को भी, आपकी house help जो भी है, मम्मी से मत पूछना because mummies are a bit biased and yeah, तो I would recommend that, but हाँ मतलब जो neutral लोग मिलेंगे, security guard, हाउस हेल्प से पूछ सकते हो, अपने ड्राइवर की से भी, ऑटो वाले से पूछ सकते हो, they'll help you. The point is to ask a human who is not contaminated by your own brain. Then listen to the first sentence. The sentence is the raw material of every good ad you will ever write. Okay? The 3 questions they are actually asking. Your customer has never, not once in the history of Indian e-commerce, silently asked, is this product worth 1,999? They are asking 3 completely different questions, and if your store does not answer all 3, it does not matter how good the offer is. They are gone. What your customer is really thinking. Here is the hard truth. Your customer has never, not once, opened your ad and asked, is this product worth the money? This is the question on your product page because you put it there. It is the question your bullet points are trying to answer. It is the question your comparison table pretends to be about, but the customer is not even asking it. Nobody is asking it. Not one person in the history of the Indian internet has silently evaluated a 1,999 trimmer on its technical merits. They are running 3 completely different questions in 2 seconds between opening your ad and closing it. Nobody told them to ask these questions. Nobody taught them. The questions are evolutionary. They are based on our evolutionary history has shaped up. And there's a very good book that is called Evolutionary Psychology by David M. Buss. If you want to read that, you can read it. It's a very expensive book, but yeah, if you want to read it, you can read it. Read it. I don't believe there is any price to knowledge, so it's a very good book. So you should read. The questions are social. The questions are about identity and drive and fear of looking stupid later. And if your store does not answer all 3 of them in the first school, the customer is already gone, and you may paid Meta 170 rupees to reach them for nothing. So जैसे मैं पहले बता रहा था, it's about identity. ठीक है, तो वही है. Who am I becoming with this product? If I buy this, मतलब कस्टमर को ये समझ आना चाहिए कि मैं जब खरीदूंगा तो जो भी बनना चाहता हूँ, जहाँ पे मैं पहुँचना चाहता हूँ, right? Am I actually going there? And please excuse me, I'm opening a can of Coke because my mouth is, dried as fuck by just yapping for 14 minutes, right? So, by the way, it's not sugar wala Coke, it's Diet Coke. Not to say that Diet Coke is healthy, लेकिन again वही बात. मेरे को Diet Coke ने ये analogy दी है यार, Diet Coke पियो, healthy है relatively, Coke से तो मैं पी रहा हूँ, लेकिन technically none of them are healthy. ठीक है. So who am I becoming if I buy this? Every purchase in India is a quite identity vote. Women looking at a 1499 face serum is not evaluating the niacinamide concentration. This is an ingredient if you don't know. She is silently checking whether this bottle matches the version of her she is trying to become in the next 6 months. The slightly older, slightly more put together, slightly less tired version. If the bottle looks like future me, she will pay 2,200 rupees without thinking. If the bottle looks like a random dropshipping SKU might get judged for, she will not pay 400 also. The landing page has to answer that identity question without the customer noticing it is the question. This is hard, this is why most people stuck at 599 and will be stuck at 599, 699, 799, whatever the fuck. And they are trying to close a sale when they could be trying to cast a roll. What will my people see when I hold this? Indians do not buy alone. Not at 9 in the morning, not at 2 in the night. There is always a phantom audience in the room. The mother-in-law, the co-worker in school who is doing better financially, the 3 friends in the college WhatsApp group, the cousin who always notices everything. When the customer imagines unboxing your product, they are simultaneously imagining themselves showing it to someone. यार मैंने ये लिया है, मैंने ना ये लिया था, ये ऐसा है, मेरे को मजा आया, इसकी वजह से मैं ऐसा हो गया हूँ, इसकी वजह से मैं ऐसी हो गई हूँ. ये हमारा actual behavior है. ठीक है, this is the behavior of typical people who buy your product, the upper middle class या जो भी middle class होता है, उनका यही behaving pattern होता है. ठीक है, कि यार मैं ना इसको दिखाऊंगी कि मैंने ये लिया है, ठीक है. सो वो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट परसेप्शन होता है दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, ठीक है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स चूजिंग नॉट टू शो इट बिकॉज इट लुक्स चीप, अगर ये फीलिंग जा रही है, then it's obviously not going to work. That choice to show or hide is the real conversion event, and it is happening entirely inside the customer's head before they ever click your buy button. और ये कैसे होता है? By the quality of your product page, by the quality of your funnel, by the quality of your product, and those kind of things. ठीक है? Cheap looking packaging loses a sale even when the product is good. Instagram friendly packaging loses a sale even when the product is average. This is not fair. This is also the game. ठीक है? A customer is going to post your product on the story is worth 5 times the customer is going to hide in your product. Design for the story, not the storage. ठीक है? Next thing, will I regret buying this in next 6 months? This is the most powerful and most rejected question in e-commerce. Future regret, not present pain. The customer is not running a cost-benefit analysis in the present tense. They are running a regret avoidance analysis in the future tense. They are imagining themselves 6 months from now on, looking back and wondering whether the version of them that did not buy this will feel stupid about it. Okay. Most dropshippers try to solve this with a fake countdown timer and that bouncy buy now, order now button. Okay, this is not what moves the customer. This just drives them away. What moves the customer is a quiet line that plants the seed of future regret. Something like, in 6 months, you will either still be waking up tired or you will have stopped. That is the whisper that the customer waters the seed themselves on the way back to their cart. You do not have to keep watering it. Okay? A landing page that answers all the questions in the first pull is a landing page that converts at 2 to 3 times the rate of a landing page that answers only one. Most Indian dropshippers answer 0 of the 3. They write product pages that answer what does this do and how much does it cost, and wonder why the add to cart rate is dying. Those are not the questions the customer is asking. They never go. Okay? Now again, next very interesting thing, the Shadi test. Okay? So this is the most embarrassing test in this video, by the way. So be prepared. You cannot pass it with a spec test. You cannot pass it with the price drop. You can only pass it by knowing in one sentence who your product is actually for and what it actually does to your life. One sentence at a Sangeet. Imagine you are at your cousin's Shadi. Sangeet night. ठीक है, पार्टी वाड़ी हो रही है, ड्रिंक्स ऑन द टेबल, ढोल इन द बैकग्राउंड, आंटी जजिंग एवरीवन फ्रॉम अ सेफ डिस्टेंस, गॉसिप चल रही है, ठीक है. अ डिस्टेंस रिलेटिव, द काइंड यू सी वंस एवरी 3 or 4 years में गायब हो जाता है, ठीक है. वॉक्स अप टू यू एंड आस्क्स द इनेविटेबल इंडियन क्वेश्चन, अच्छा बेटा आजकल क्या कर रहे हो तुम, ठीक है. एंड तुम बोलते हो कि यार मैं ना ऑनलाइन स्टोर चलाता हूँ, एंड उनका फेस लाइट अप हो जाता है. एंड ऑल्दो मोस्ट केसेस में होगा नहीं, लेकिन चलो मान लिया कि हो गया, ठीक है. और फिर इनेविटेबली वो तुमसे पूछेंगे, ओ वाह क्या बेचते हो तुम, ठीक है. एंड नाउ बिफोर यू रीड द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ, आई वांट यू टू एक्चुअली से आउट लाउड व्हेन एम्प्टी room or to whoever is sitting next to you right now what you would answer. Actually do it, I'm not joking, and do not keep reading until you have said the sentence out loud. The whole test breaks if you do it in your head. Good. Now imagine the sentence you just said. Did it contain the product category word, as in did you say I sell trimmers, or I sell skincare products, or I sell kitchen gadgets, or I sell home decor? There's something you can do yourself, ठीक है. I say you just failed the Shadi test. Sadly, the relatives eye glazed over in the first 4 words. Did not politely and started drifting toward the buffet. खाना खाने चला गया, ठीक है. Because yeah, that's not a word. They will not remember your store tomorrow. They'll not tell their daughter about it next month. You just have 30 seconds of the best word of mouth marketing money cannot buy, and you just wasted it on a category word. What the passing sentence sounds like? A passing sentence, just like the rickshaw test, does not name the product category. It names a person, a moment, and a feeling. Here are 3 examples, all real and all possible different kind of stores. I sound like he that 30-year-old guys buy when they move off their mother's house for the first time, realize the paratha at home tasted different for a reason. ठीक है, तो जो लोग कहते हैं यार तुम वो ऑयल में पराठा बना लो, ठीक है, तो ये उनके लिए है जो घी में पराठा बनाना पसंद करते हो, जो ये मानते हैं कि यार घी का पराठा में ना अलग ही स्वाद होता है. For that, ठीक है. I sell the kaadha that mothers buy at 11 PM when the kid has a sore throat and she's tired of the stuff at the chemist not working by morning. ठीक है. रात की 11 बजे मम्मी को जब उठ के काढ़ा बनाना पड़ता है बच्चों के लिए, ठीक है, मैं उनके लिए एक पर्टिकुलर चीज देता हूं. I don't know why I'm translating it, but yeah, whatever. I hope you understand, right? I sell the trimmer that college boys buy the night before their first campus placement interview because they finally looked at themselves in the mirror and got scared. You get where I'm going with this, okay? Notice what is missing. No product category word, no ingredient list, no price, no bullet points. Just a person and a moment in that person's life. Okay? That is the whole game. If you can tell your rishtedar at a shadi what do you sell without ever saying the product category word, you have a real store. If you cannot You are sadly, my friend, in 499 hell, and the hell is not the market's fault. It is the sentence's fault. This week, sit down and write the Shadi sentence for your hero product. One sentence, no category word, no person, a moment, a quiet feeling. Okay? Then write your entire product page around the sentence, not around the feature, not around the price, not around the sentence. Around the sentence, this may be the highest return hour of work you will put into your store this year, and cost you nothing except the willingness to stop sounding like a fucking specification sheet. A product is what is inside the box. A brand is the sentence anyone can say about it at a wedding without sounding like they work at a warehouse. ठीक है, ये चीज याद रखना. The honest close. Okay, so this is the end of almost the end. Not really, and यहाँ पे भी और है. But yeah, if you liked the video यहाँ तक, where a long creator would try to close you hard with a countdown and a screaming banner. ठीक है, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you exactly who is it for and who should ignore it. ठीक है. So अगर तुमने यहाँ तक वीडियो देखा है, then that means you definitely have very good attention span, and I congratulate you for that, because वीडियो में कोई editing नहीं था, कुछ भी नहीं था. It was just pure sauce. So yeah, इसीलिए मैं इसमें editing नहीं डालता, because this level of sauce is only deserved by people who have the attention span to actually watch it. ठीक है. तो coming back to the point, मेरे अगर तुम्हें ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी, if you think you learned something new, which I hope you did, because I have shared some incredible sauce here. ठीक है. तो you can even imagine मैं अपने प्रोग्राम में क्या क्या सिखाता हूँ. ठीक है. And it's not a cohort, it is a one-to-one coaching with me. ठीक है. ऐसे ही हम लोग कॉल्स पे आएंगे and we'll be teaching you live. ठीक है. Of course रिकॉर्डिंग चीजें भी रहेगी. ठीक है. Because एक ही चीज बार बार रिगर्गेट करने का मतलब नहीं है, but every call पे you learn something new, you learn something interesting depending on तुम किस चीज पे stuck हो, obviously. ठीक है. And the thing is that you'll have 12 calls with me, and before even starting हम लोग एक goal set करेंगे तुम्हारे लिए, depending on your budget और जो भी base skill है, and 3 months तक we'll go after it, we'll hit it, and अगर हम नहीं hit करते हैं then we'll keep working till you do for absolutely free. ठीक है. And yeah, as I said, it's one to one with me, no group, ये वो. ठीक है. Of course, like एक मैं सोच रहा हूँ Discord server बनाऊँ जहाँ पे ये, because it's very high filtered. You fill in the form, then I come on the call, I call, I see if you qualify, only then you get in the program. So it's very filtered, as I said, because I've got limited time to work. ठीक है. On this whilst I'm transitioning. ठीक है. तो इसलिए I don't want any यार मेरे को 10,000 में ड्रॉपशिपिंग करनी, वो वाले लोग मुझे नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है. तो एकदम टॉप क्वालिटी पीपल, राइट? So that is why it's very limited, and it's just the best program I would say that has come in the market, and it will be right. So yeah, let's just go through exactly और क्या क्या है. And yeah, so I run a private coaching for people doing dropshipping, not a school community. ठीक है. Not a Discord group, not some random bullshit. One to one with me. We take your actual story, actual whatever you have problem, I account your product, and you run them through the full playbook that I share in the program. And you bring the store, I bring the sentences that fix it. Okay, what we actually do on the calls is the uncomfortable surgeon nobody else will do with you. We build your report, we build your product page around the Shadi sentence जो मैंने अभी भी समझा. We write your ad angles around the 3 questions your customer is actually asking. We audit your pricing against what your table actually communicates. We redesign it because भैया चाय की ठेली पे 500 की चाय बेचे हुए तो कोई नहीं खरीदेगा, right? So how do you go from being a चाय की ठेली to being a Starbucks? Until the rickshaw wala outside your building would describe it without using the category word. Okay, that is the whole job. So who is this exactly for? You already have a story. You already have spent at least like 50,000, 1 lakh rupees on ads. You have thought that does this even work? And maybe you have done some revenue as well. लेकिन loss हो गया है. ठीक है. Why is nothing scaling this? You are tired of watching random Indian dropshipping YouTube. भाई यार, I tried 5,500 में dropshipping challenge. I tried 1,000 रुपए में dropshipping challenge. I tried Indian drop. If you're tired of watching this bullshit, you're welcome. You're welcome to this channel, right? And you're willing to be told the truth about your story in a way nobody on your Instagram feed is ever going to tell you. Complete beginner, and this is not for people. I said exactly this. Complete beginners who have never launched a store. As a matter of fact, I just rejected one person on call today on Facebook. I cannot work with you because we're just so underconfident, right? So people looking for a done for you service, people who want a 7-day crore course, people who think the answer is the new ad hack or the new strategy or any of that crap. People who are not willing to do the homework between the calls. I will be direct with you, and you need to actually want that. Okay. One-on-one, no cohort, no fluff, no bullshit. Okay. So description में एक link है. Type form key, you can apply there, and if you qualify, then we'll get on an onboarding call with you to see if you qualify. And अगर you do, उसके बाद भी ठीक है, then हम लोग जो है we'll start with the program. As I said, we'll set out a goal for you, and if you don't hit it, then we'll keep working till you do. And since यहाँ तक वीडियो देखी है, तो I have one final chapter. इसलिए मैंने तभी बोला कि last chapter, because I know a lot of people would click off after that. So this is for the ones who have actually stayed till here. Let's go. This is very juicy. One last thought before I let you go. A thought I wanted to carry into the next store you open, the next product you test, and the next ad you write or launch, whatever you do, whether you ever talk to me again or not. ठीक है? मतलब कभी फिर मेरा वीडियो, I mean, I hope you watch it because, well, yeah, but whatever. ठीक है? I'm telling you the stuff I've shared in this video, you will not find in like courses worth 20, 30, 40, 50,000, you know, you pay. This like single video is worth more than that, to be really honest. Because if you understand मैंने इस वीडियो में जो भी बताया अच्छे से and you actually implement it, your like direction is gonna change. Stop selling things, start selling tables. ठीक है? Every morning, somewhere in India, a person picks up their phone, opens a shopping app, and decides to spend 2,100 rupees on something they could not have named yesterday. That purchase is not a mastery. It is not luck. It is not the algorithm being in a good mood that morning. It is a label on a feeling. It is a story somebody told well. It is the rickshaw wala answering the right question. It is the rishtedar at the Sangeet leaning forward instead of walking to the buffet. It is the rishtedar getting jealous of you कि यार ये बंदा कुछ तो कर रहा है, ठीक है? It is a woman quickly imagining the version of herself that does not wake up tired anymore. It is a college boy looking at his reflection the night before an interview and getting scared. It is a mother at 11 p.m. who has been reading the back of a chemist bottle for 3 minutes and has quietly decided that she does not trust it. This is what you are selling. You are not selling the product. You are never selling the product. You are selling the table and the chair, the quiet decision a human being makes in the 2 seconds between opening your ad and closing it. Okay? The chai wala sells the chai. The 5-star sells the tablecloth. Pick which one you are tonight. Okay? So go back to your store right now. Open your hero product page. Read the first sentence. Ask yourself, it is a sentence about the product or a sentence about the person holding the phone. If it is about the product, change it before you go to sleep tonight. That change alone, no new ads, no new offers, nothing, is a single highest return per hour you will spend on your store this month. Okay? Go run the rickshaw test. Go run the shadi test. Okay? Go answer the 3 questions that I said. Put in the work. This is the real work, and does not cost you everything. It will matter more than anything else. I could have told you on a Tuesday afternoon, but it's actually Saturday, but whatever. जब मैं लिख रहा था तुम पता नहीं मैं क्या ही कर रहा था. But yeah, you're not in the dropshipping business. You're in the business of telling someone what their own life could feel like and pricing the distance between here and there. ठीक है? So that's it for this video. And I'm going to be uploading next 6 days continuously SI snippets from my program. ठीक है? And yeah. ठीक है? So I hope you guys like the video and you can stay subscribed to the channel because next 6 videos जो हैं, let me tell you, this is just the beginning. ठीक है? I don't get filmy है, लेकिन ये बस trailer था. You have no idea the amount of sauce that's coming at you guys in the next 6 days. ठीक है? So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching and bye bye.